Hello everyone and welcome back to my LP of Final Fantasy X Remastered. This is Dragon's Flame, and in the last episode we left Besaid Village after Yuna summoning an Aeon and starting her pilgrimage, and we're heading off that way. Hopefully we don't go through any more tutorials, and also this is another pre-record, or another pre-record, as this episode was corrupted, so I had to do it again. And this will be the last one that I will be doing after this one, hopefully, because I haven't done any more episodes as of yet. But we just need to make our way up here. There is this thing right here. Now, if I can click on it, maybe, yes, there we go. Something is written here. Kilika and Beaconel join as one. So that's just another hint for coding to find something later in the game, but for now let's follow this path. Okay, so we have ourselves a boss here, but just for a question, isn't he meant to be on our side? Anyway, this is just an easy fight, just need to go back and forth hitting each other. And that's all we can really do as of this stage. He will use that jump attack to try and do a bit more damage on you, but I don't think you'll need to use any potions for this battle. I think after this attack, yes. So that is now the end of the battle. Now, yes. Really? Really, this is happening? Okay. First death of the series. This is going very well. Jesus Christ. Enough HP like so.
That's enough.
What's with that guy?
Himari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the Fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardian.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
So this is the second time we've been called a fiend. Okay, appreciate it. Onward we go. And hopefully no more dying. So that is Kamari. He does come on the team a bit later. You don't actually use him, I think, until you get on the boat.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True, but why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of?
Okay, switching between members during battle. Press L1 during battle to switch in a character not currently being used. Just switch them in and they're ready to go. When you switch in characters, to get them to get AP points or experience points, as I will call it, you need to get them to attack or pass their turn by pressing triangle. If you don't do that, they won't get any AP points. That's the same with everyone else that's already in the team right now. If you use all 3 of those, they get AP points. If you don't use Yuna, because she's not in the team right now, she won't get any. So you have to include everyone in the team to get sufficient amount of AP points delivered to all players, all characters.
Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
So, summoning Aeons. Use the summon command to have Yuna call an Aeon to aid her in battle. Only Yuna can summon Aeons. Use it when you need help against tough opponents. I usually use the Aeons mostly with the overdrive when it comes to bosses. When Aeons take damage, their HP decreases. Should their HP reach 0, they will leave battle and become unavailable for a time. Aeons recover HP at save spheres. One thing that they added to this game, if you are not around near a save sphere, there will be a number on the Aeon screen saying that how many battles you'll have to face an opponent until they actually come back to life. I don't know why they added that or if it was in the game originally, but I only found out when it came to using the high definition version on the PlayStation 4. I know I went over the skills with Valfor before, but I'll just go over them. Like I said before, he has the 4 elements like Lulu, which I have already explained, but he has a special kind of attack called Sonic Winds that damages an enemy and also delays its attack, so if it hits either the next turn or the turn after that, it won't attack, it will actually get delayed by 1 turn, giving Valfor an extra attack in between. But I am not going to use that attack. It's a lot weaker and will drag out this battle a lot longer than what it needs to be. Also, another functionality with the Aeons. You can actually shield and they'll take less damage and the overdrive gauge won't charge. Or you can boost, you take more damage and the overdrive gauge goes up twice as fast. Only do the boost one if you're actually going to use against weak monsters that will up it very, very fast. And that there's no point really using it because you can one-shot your Aeon depending on the type of monster that you're versing. So this is just, like I said, an easy battle. We just keep on attacking. It's still tutorials, which is my saying it's very, very annoying, but there's not much you can really do about the tutorials at this stage. Now, because Valfor has 2 overdrives, I'm going to demonstrate his energy blast right here. And there goes that thing. So that energy blast, like I said to you, it is an optional one to get, but I advise you to get it because it's way stronger than the ones that you already previously have. Now, I suggest that you go ahead and do, because there's another tutorial battle right up here. Once you've done this tutorial battle, head back to the village.
One of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Okay, now this one's actually going over skills. There are certain skills that every character can learn throughout the game. The only one that Leica has at the moment is Dark Attack, which inflicts darkness on an enemy for 3 turns. So what that does is that every time they try to attack, they will miss. without fault, no matter the case. As so, seeing there how it didn't actually get us, but I'm going to swap out to Titus so I can get everyone into this battle. Because throughout the game you'll have to start doing this and try to tactically get everyone into the battle and out of the battle efficiently so they can get enough points for themselves. Because you'll come to a stage where it's going to be very, very difficult to get AP points from how strong the enemies will get. But we are a long, long way before we get to that stage. So as it said after 3 turns that it will not have darkness inflicted on it, if you can see now there's no black smoke coming up from its mouth. It means that it doesn't have the darkness inflicted on it anymore. I don't see the point of putting darkness on it because it's dead. Okay. So from this point onwards you need to go back to the village. The simple reason being is that there's going to be stuff that you can actually equip to these guys back there, except for Titus, because he doesn't need a weapon. So all of these guys are going to have stuff back at the village that you can go and buy. I suggest you strongly go do them. The only person you won't need to get stuff for is Yuna, because she's already got this Rod of Wisdom which we got from the temple. And she also gets a ring just before she leaves. So I'm going to just head back to the village and I'll show you guys the stuff that you need to buy for your team for this stage. So I'll be back with you guys in just a quick sec. Okay, so I've made it back to the village, so the shop's just in here. And she now sells weapons and also armor. So for everyone in the team, you need to buy a new weapon, except for Yuna. You need to buy a new weapon, so one for Waka. Just to show you guys. Now, you don't need to buy one for Yuna here, so you don't need to worry about the Seeker's Ring. But you can buy these ones for these guys, so let's equip them. And any unused items that you don't need, you can sell now, so just to give you a bit of warning if you want to sell those as well. Okay. So I'll see you guys back at the bridge where we were just before I came down to here. Okay guys, so I am now back where I was before I left for the shop. Now, because this is a pre-record and I'm not actually going to train here, I normally train them up 15 levels. So because I've already, like I said, gone ahead, I'm going to show you guys the skills that they would have as of this stage. If I actually train them up to 15 levels, so just so you guys have a fair idea on what they would have. So Lulu would have Focus. Focus is like Cheer, that if you cast it 5 times, I believe it's the magic and magic defense is risen by 1/4 of what the original base stats are. So that's what she's got. Titus will have Flee. Flee is a skill that if you want to escape any battle, no matter what, you can just use that and the whole team escapes. He'll have Extract Speed, which is a ability that if you use it on your attack, when you attack and kill a monster, they will drop speed instead of the usual items that they will drop. The last one that he will have is Haste. Haste will increase the speed for the duration of the battle. when you have Haste Guard, it will do your whole team, but this one only does one per person, not the whole team. So Waka, he will have silence attack. It will just put silence on an enemy, so if you're versing any flans and you decide to tell them to shut the hell up, you can threat it at them and they won't be able to attack you at all. They're just sitting ducks. Extract ability is the same as the extract speed, that you just knock a few ability spheres out of monsters. So that's all that they'll have. And Yuna will learn Null Blaze, Null Shock, Null Frost, and Null Tide. All they do is prevent you against any type of elemental attack. So say if I got hit with a water attack, Null Tide will come into effect and I'll take no damage whatsoever. I'm technically immune to whatever that attack is. And I'll also learn Life. If someone kicks the bucket, then I will be able to get someone revived by using Life. Now, abilities they already have, I'll go over those as well. So Yuna has cure some HP. Asuna, Q is a character's status element. That's everything except for one type. I think it may be zombie, give or take. I don't know. I can't remember. We already know about her fire elements. I've already said about cheer that it raises the party's defense and strength by 1/4 when it hits the 5 turns. I've already explained that one, and that's it. So, like I said, they'll have those abilities, but because I am re-recording this episode, that I won't actually go and do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to teach him Flee just in case. No. Thank you. Okay, move there. There we go. And learn that ability. And also too, this is the reason why I said to you guys to get the 12 ability spheres, because you will go through a few. If you noticed, before Yuna can even move, she has 4. So you need to have a few packed in, and the only way you can get it early is through the piranhas. But here we have a scene. If you want to, I believe if you talk to any of these guys, you will get affinity points. I am currently trying to talk to Yuna, if you can tell by my button mashing. But they won't respond at all, so I think that means there's affinity points. And if you talk to everyone here, they give you items. So I'll obtain 3 Phoenix Downs, 400 Gil, 1 Ether, and he gives you the Seeker's Ring. This is the reason why I told you not to buy the ring, is that his is a plus 10% on HP, so it's better off getting him than buying one from the supermarket, as you'll call it, or shop. Whichever one you want to call it. So these guys also have something to give us, yes? Yes, he gives us a remedy. And that is it, and now we embark on the boat, leaving our destination of Besaid to go to wherever we're going.
Goodbye.
Okay, so this is our makeshift map for the game, I guess. So it looks like we're heading to Kilika by the looks of it. What are you up to? You look like... What are you doing? Jesus. Get off his shoulders, man. Come on. Show some decency. And now you're stealing his binoculars. Okay, Titus, stop it with the boob shot. Nice one, genius. Struck the binoculars. Yes, he did. Okay, so before I do anything right now, I want to head down here.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing. Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a waka. Don't look like you got much money, either. I've no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
So this guy, Awaka, he will ask you to lend...
Someday, the name Awaka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
You bet me to it. He will ask you to lend you some gil. Through the 15 AP or sphere levels, you will earn a lot of money. I will say to you, give all your money to him right now. Anytime you come across him later in the game, his prices will be a lot cheaper than what they will be if you don't lend him any gil. So I suggest to you that you lend him gil. But because I don't really have that much, I'm not going to really give him any. But now into this cavern. We have one chest with one remedy. Now, this suitcase, if you don't have potions up to 20, so I've got 13, it should give you potions until you hit 20. But I just want to see anyway. Normally it's 10, but I just want to see if it's 20. So I'll speed up this process while I do this. Yes, so it turns out that if you have less than 20 potions, it'll give you up until 20. So that's good to know. So what have you guys got to say down here?
I'm not at liberty to talk about our...
Okay.
Restricted area.
Okay. Nothing really good to say. I was completely out of mind blank there. But I was going to say, there is not many NPCs in the game that I will actually really talk to. So if I just randomly run up to them and start talking to them, that's because they actually have proper dialogue. But let's go into the power room. So I skipped this scene because in a few more episodes I believe we actually see this scene again, so I just skipped that. But the only reason I come in here, in this corner right here, there is an Albed Primer here, so if you want to pick that up, that would be C. And yeah, that is the third one that you have. And now that I've done that, I can head out, and that's everything that we have to do in the bottom cavern. The rest we have to do up on top deck, talking to a few of the people. So before I go over and see Yuna, I want to talk to Lulu. If I can talk to her.
I don't know who you are.
That is the only thing she will say for some reason, but let's talk to Waka.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going.
I already figured it out.
First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Sure. I think I've been playing the Switch for too much because every time I hit the circle button on the PlayStation controller, it's not working. I'm meant to press X. I'm pressing the wrong button. Now, Kamari's over here. I believe if you talk to him quite a few times that he'll actually shove you. So I just want to test that out. So that's him telling me to bugger off. You're gonna shove me? You're gonna shove me? You're gonna shove me? Here we go. So there's a few instances where you can actually do that with Kamari. There is one instance that you actually do that to him and he will backflip. I don't believe I actually recorded that. I'll have to put that in somewhere.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter?
Okay, so apparently she's famous. Let's talk to Waka.
So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Poor Waka. So now that we've talked to them, we can go and talk to Yuna. So let's see what she's got to say.
The wind. It's nice.
Weirdos.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
But I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkin, there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Checked. My father. His name is Jecht.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
My old man, he died. 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkin.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
Touche, you know, touche. Oh, piss off! Why can't this guy just leave us alone, for goodness sake?
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
Okay, so it looks like we've got a fight on our hand, but I'm going to end the episode right here. And if you just realised, Kamari is magically in the team. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. This is Dragon's Flame. Oh, wait, before I go. In the next episode, we're going to fight our way out of the situation, and hopefully make it to Kilika in one piece. So, this is Dragon Flame, signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.